So I really didn't want to do a video about this because YouTube is inundated with them. However, I wanted to let you know what's going on around here because it is just blowing my mind. So I had to run out today to do a little errand for work, and I was amazed at how many people were out and about. It seems like there's a lot of businesses still open, car repair shops, discount tire, things like that, all doing business as usual. The drive-thru at Jack in the Box was booming.
She's lost. She's lost on land again. They lost my friend. Lost on land again.
So if you're wondering why I'm out running around, apparently my job is considered essential. On one hand, I am so grateful that I am employed. Yes. On the other hand, it's kind of terrifying to be employed right now. Anyway, one of my duties is to take money to the bank so that we can pay our bills. So I have to take a deposit in, right? Our bank's closed. Yeah, this is getting scary. So they closed all the branches to Chase in this city except for one. So I'm going to head up there and see what kind of line there is and see if I can't make my deposit. If I can't make the deposit, we can't pay our bills, we can't pay our payroll, and yeah. Anyway, just thought I'd bring you along. Let the adventure continue. Oh no. Oh man. I'm gonna be here all day. Yeah, I'm not sure what this guy's doing or what anybody's doing. What a mess. What a mess. Wow. I'm not even sure if I'm in the right spot. So, yeah, no, I was in the right place. That line wraps around all the way around the building and out into the street. So, I'm afraid payroll's just not going to make, guys. I can't get to the bank. What a trip. All right, back in line. I'm going to be here a while. Make myself comfortable. So you can go in here and use the ATM, right? I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in there. There's not room to social distance. Nope. Full of people. There's a way to do this right, Chase, and there's a way to do this wrong. Congratulations on getting, well, it completely wrong. Oh my goodness. Yeah, people can't even get in and out. It's bad. This poor lady, she can't get out. Oh, you can't get out. And yeah, not making it very far in this line, but everybody says I've got nothing else to do, right? So, this is what I'm doing. More people pulling in. This guy had really no choice but to pull up in the handicap parking because there's literally no other parking. I mean, there is, but you can't get to it, right? Because the line, And so now he's like, well, what am I going to do? Because that little entry is packed full of people. Egad. Guess he's going to brave it. I don't blame him, man. I mean, what else are you going to do if you have to feed your family and you just got your paycheck and you have to cash it so that you can go buy groceries? I mean, I get it. I get why this is so busy, but, yeah. Scary times, in my opinion. Very scary. So I didn't want to do a video on this virus because YouTube's just inundated with them. But this is what's going on out here on the front lines in the real world. And I just wanted to share this with you guys. So I have a friend who works, she's a home health care worker, and she takes care of a patient. Well, yesterday she came down with a fever, started feeling really, really sick, and she's scared. Not only for herself, but for her client. So this morning she calls up the place where you can go get the free test, right? And they tell her, oh no, you can't just come get a test. You have to be referred by a doctor. She said, okay. So she got online and did the whole WebMD online thing. and the doctors told her, yes, you need to go get tested immediately. So she calls back and says, okay, I've got a doctor referral. And they said, no, that's not how it works. You have to go to one of our doctors, and that'll be $200, and you can go through this process, and then we'll determine whether or not you are eligible for a test. All right, so not that it's about money, but yeah. So if she doesn't work, she doesn't get paid. She doesn't have insurance. So if she goes and spends $200 on this, and then they still tell her she's not eligible for the test, she's still sick. She doesn't know what to tell her client. She doesn't know what to tell her employer. So that's what's really going on out here, guys. That's the real story from the horse's mouth who's going through it. Well, I'm not, but my friend is. So, well, last week, before they had put any shelter-in-place orders, really, they were just recommending people limit their social interactions. This girl went down to her neighbor's house and had dinner, and they had a lovely time. And then that neighbor went to visit her sister the next day and her kids, and then that neighbor is still working, so she's doing curbside pickup at her restaurant. So that is how this is spreading so badly, guys. Another friend of mine who, like I said, I know personally, she is in the medical field, and last week she got a fever, and because she's in, I guess, the right place, right time, whatever, they did test her, and she did come back positive. So she was quarantined to her house with her 4 children, and she's a single mom. So luckily, and I don't know how, but she managed somehow. The kids have not gotten sick yet. So with her, she didn't have the same symptoms that you're hearing about on the news at all. She did have a fever. She didn't have much of a cough at all. It was more of a stomach thing. She said horrible heartburn, terrible cramps. She said just the chills and the, stuff like that. She was very miserable. And then just as fast as it came on, she woke up the next morning, like a week later, and was like, wow, I'm feeling better today. I've got to get outside and get some vitamin D. So she did just that. She went outside and sat outside for a little while. So she seems to be on the mend now, recovering nicely. So I'm very grateful for that. But yeah, that's what's really going on, guys. I just wanted to share that with you. I know if you're just sitting home listening to the news, you're not going to hear any of this. But yep, this is the real deal. So then there's this lady in this Porsche who thinks, well, if I sit here long enough, somebody will let me cut in line. So she's just blocking everybody else from being able to get through. But she'll figure out in a minute she's not as special as she thinks she is. Nope, not with these lines. And now this guy here wants to change his mind and get in the other line. I'm not sure why. And this guy's trying to direct traffic. Trying to. Well, how nice. That guy got out to let people know that you can use the business drive up. He knows. He already called them. And I'm like, well, good, because that's what I was going to do anyway. Because, yeah, I'm a business customer. Good times. So now they've sent an employee out to try to help with the traffic. Yeah, and she's trying to convince them to go to the ATMs if possible. So it's the branch manager that's out running around in the parking lot trying to speed this line up. Bless her heart. I think that the little chute things that are going through the bank are getting worn out. She's had to fix it twice. Anyway, so I told her I was just trying to make a deposit, but I don't have a debit card. It's a business account. And she said, oh, I understand. But if you want to go ahead and just send it in, and then if you need a receipt, pull over next door to Monarch Dental, and we will run over with your receipt in a few minutes. And I'm like, you know what? I can pass on the receipt this time and just check it online, make sure everything went through right. She's like, oh, thank you. So, wow. So I hope wherever you are safe and sound. And I hope this is over quickly. I know you all do too. Y'all stay lost, my friends. I know it's hard to get lost in your house, isn't it? But consider it a challenge. Well, if I put my camera in there, they think it's a snack or a toy. But let's see. Let's see what happens. You're so fast, Georgia. You want a pea flake? You don't want to? Look at the cameraman. Look how tall you are. Look how tall you are. You're so sweet. Georgia, you don't like these. Do you like these? I didn't know you liked these. Come here. Come here. Here. No, Georgia, you already had yours. Georgia.